Hello and welcome to Star Wars Culture Live, episode 59. 59, right? I did not look. I think it's 59. So. Episode 59. We are on our way to 60 here. I don't know what kind of milestone that is, but we are, if you have not joined us before, we are Star Wars Culture Live. We are a positive podcast focusing on the best of Star Wars fandom. So that's we know that the internet can sometimes be a dark and toxic place, especially in 2026, and especially the Star Wars side of the internet. So we are trying as hard as we can to make it not that. We are trying to do the opposite of all that here. So we are all about positivity. We like to focus on the things that we're excited about for Star Wars. Cosplay, fans, media, everything at all. Oh yeah, I just saw Marty has his lightsabers double red for Darth Maul today. Yeah, so I don't know about you, but I am absolutely devastated that Maul Shadow Lord got canceled. We were all so excited. It's like 4 days away. I have no idea why they did this.
I hate that they did that. It's freaking nuts. Like they hype us up just to say, sorry, we're going to cancel it.
Right. Like, how did they not see this coming? How was this handled so poorly? Kind of like how poorly we handled planning that April Fool's joke. So we literally thought of that like 2 minutes ago because honestly, I just forgot it was April Fool's. We all skipped it this year. I don't think anyone went too hard, which I appreciate. I'm tired. Yeah. But no, we are actually excited for Darth Maul for Maul Shadow Lord coming out Monday evening? Yeah. And maybe this is just selfish of me. I'm really glad it's Monday evening and not Tuesday evening because the other shows were Tuesday evening, and then we had less than 24 hours to fit in watching it, like Andor. Like there were 3 long episodes of Andor, and we had less than 24 hours to fit in watching it, analyzing it, and then talking about it. But this time we actually get a day or two to talk about it. Anyway, we are a positive podcast. We like to talk about things we're excited about. If you are excited too, or if you have questions or anything, please shoot them in the comments. We love answering comments. We like talking about Star Wars stuff, discussing stuff. If you agree with stuff or want to discuss things, just let us know. First, we're going to go with this little segment we like to call What You Up To, which is basically what are we doing right now? So, Marty, Star Wars or not, what you up to?
All right, so just this past Saturday, I attended a Comic-Con where I got to meet 4 like really great people who also happen to be part of the Star Wars universe. But so I got to meet and get autographs from Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
To which I also got a professional photo with him.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice outfit. Well done.
I also happened to...
Your name's Marty.
Right, I know. And people were very surprised by that, by the next guest. First and foremost, I got Daniel Logan. I got to meet him. He was pretty cool. He's very energetic. Did
he write Marty McFly on there?
He wrote, you could get it customized to say your name and whatnot. And I always say Marty for everything. So he put Marty Stay McFly.
Oh, that's what it says. Nice.
Yeah. And then next to him, as you can see, I also got Tamora Morrison.
Yes.
This guy is awesome. He's freaking amazing.
That's so sick.
And lastly, I got D. Baker's autograph as well.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
This one was amazing. I even told him himself that I have kind of like a top 5 favorite voice actors, and he is number 1, and that is the truth.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And lastly, I want to share this real quick. It's a little bit, I'm going to not show it the whole thing, but I got a little bit of the Q&A segment from Tamora Morrison and Daniel Logan. At the end, they did the Haka, basically, which is basically a warrior chant, the South Pacific Islanders and stuff. So that's just a little bit of it. I'm gonna post the whole thing later.
That's so cool.
And last, I also attended. They had a workshop where you could literally paint studio scale model R2 units that
What?
came from the molds that this guy had found from somebody from ILM from the original molds from the 70s.
Wow.
So I painted him black and
Tiny piece of
red.
history.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
I named him R2DD, or Red for short.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that was a nice haul. Nice haul from which Comic-Con was it?
The Lexington Comic and Toy Convention in Lexington, Kentucky.
Comic
I'm
and
not
Toy
gonna,
Convention.
and they're gonna do another one in September, which is kind of surprising, actually.
2 in a year.
I know. He
weird.
usually takes the second one to like a different city here in the state, but
Okay.
Lexington's where it's at.
Before we get to my what you up to, we did have a question on Instagram. It says, from Mike, it says, do you guys believe Plagueis should be canon?
The novel? I feel it's one of those, it's canon until it isn't. It's one of those headspace canons until it isn't for me.
I don't know if he means the character or the I mean, obviously the character's canon, because they mentioned him in what's it called? Revenge of the Sith. He talking about it.
And he made his little sneaky appearance in Acolyte.
Yeah, and the Acolyte. Yeah, so obviously the character's canon. So I guess he's probably talking about the book. I unfortunately have never read the book. There are some novels I just haven't gotten to. Yeah, he says the book. I unfortunately have not gotten to the book, but I guess it's just one of those things where it has to be. It wasn't on purpose. There are a lot of books I haven't gotten to yet, and it's just one of those things where unless there's something that comes out that directly contradicts what's in there, like we can just assume it's canon until otherwise. Like there are parts of Thrawn novels that I just pretend are still canon, even though they're probably not, but there's nothing that has eliminated them yet. He says it's my headcanon and a definite must read. It's on my list. I can promise you that.
I've read things about it. I know a little bit about it, but I'm like, I mean, so far in current canon, nothing contradicts it as of right now. So to me, it's canon until it isn't.
Good. Yeah, lately what I've been thinking about with those is Jedi Apprentice, because there's a lot of stories about Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon when they were young Jedi, or when Obi-Wan was a young Jedi, and some of the missions they went on. I know some of the characters now are not canon anymore, but some of the stories I'm just gonna this mission I'm gonna keep leaving in my head as canon until otherwise specified. All right, what you up to? I had a weigh-in at work today. Mike says part of it takes place during the Phantom Menace. Wow. Okay, so Plagueis is still. Wait, is Plagueis still wouldn't still be alive during Phantom Menace? Would it? I don't know.
Oh.
But I promise we will. It is on our list. So we definitely will read that book. What you up to is I had a weigh-in at work today. So I was starving myself and trying to make weight for the past 4 weeks, and I finally passed my weigh-in today. And so now I can stop stressing about that. So I ate a bunch of pizza and beer, and it's just a very relaxing, good day for that. I also I just started a collaboration with a company, again, not Star Wars at all, but that combines Pokemon and sports logos. So they're gonna send me like there's this really cool one where they like instead of the Oregon or the Anaheim Ducks, it's like the Mighty Ducks logo, but it's a Psyduck.
Oh, no way.
Or like I got another one that's Steelers and it has like a Steelix like around the logo. It's so cool. It's like the nerdiest combination of nerdy things, and I'm
Oh
super.
yeah.
Mike says he's alive, and Palpatine takes him out right before he's voted in as Supreme Chancellor. Wow, he had a busy week. Takes out Darth Plagueis, and then ruler of the known galaxy. All right, so let's get into the news segment here. When we do our news segment, we always go from the Star Wars Underworld Instagram page. If there is good Star Wars news, they will have it on there. So let's pop this up on the screen here. It might be kind of little depending on what size screen you're watching on, but about a week ago, Ryan Gosling confirmed that Star Wars Starfighter will include practical puppets. He said, "Yes, I think I can say that." So that's cool. They're doing that practical puppet thing, not the overzealous CGI like in years past. So that's awesome. I think everyone can be in agreement that they like that. Maul Shadow Lord a week ago was just 17 days away. That doesn't add up. But maybe Instagram is estimating 1 week. Yeah, because these are days apart. It still just says 1 week. This week, a brand new TV spot for Mandalorian and Grogu has surfaced. Most of the shots are shots we've seen before, but there are some new ones that we didn't recognize. There's like a little high-speed chase situation, and we see him getting into the ATST with the bombs, and we see there's some new shots in there. Nothing mind-blowing. There's a character, like a dragon-looking guy.
Yeah, and then Embo's dog is also new to for the trailer as well.
Oh, right, the wolf guy. Yeah, we've seen. Yep, he's in there. So there's some new shots. It's getting more clear. I'm sure we'll do a whole prediction thing and analyses of all the trailers when it gets closer in May. Some new Topps digital trading cards featuring stills from the Mandalorian and Grogu have surfaced. That's pretty cool.
I want physical.
Not physical, digital.
I want the physical kind. Do it, guys.
Oh, you want the physical? Yeah.
I want the physical. I don't do digital, man.
AT-AT pilot looks pretty neat. Exactly 50 years ago today, this was posted a week ago, but on March 22nd, 1976, Star Wars A New Hope began filming in Tunisia. 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Incredible. And there's a very thin Anthony Daniels inside a C-3PO suit. Unmasked Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper. That's cool looking.
Look freaky.
That's what it looks like under the little under the thing. Interesting. Another look at Din Djarin on those cards. Grogu hiding from those pilots, those drivers. At MegaCon Orlando, John Boyega said he has spoken to Lucasfilm president Dave Filoni about returning to Star Wars. In response to a fan shouting out, "Get Dave on the phone," Boyega responded, "I actually have." So maybe he'll be back. Maybe he'll be back in that Rey movie. Star Wars authors Cecil Castellucci and Sam Maggs on stage for the comics Coming of Age Stories panel at Toronto Comic Con. Very cool. Another card, Imperial Remnant AT-AT pilots. Ryan Gosling says he requested to have a scene with a specific creature in Star Wars Starfighter. I went to the creature shop early and I found one very special one that was, I think, meant to be background, and I asked if I could have a scene, and it ended up being one of the most fun scenes I've ever done. So
it's a
there was
Gungan.
a creature. What'd you say?
I said it's a Gungan, I bet.
It's a Gungan. I don't think they'd say that a creature. I bet it's I don't know, maybe a porg or I don't know, something meant to be, I don't know. What would Ryan Gosling like? What kind of creature would he want to be? I'm thinking this Trooper's ATRT is about to get hijacked. It's another one of those cards. Another one looking at Grogu and Din Djarin. Local theaters are starting to put up the big giant Mando posters in the lobby. I saw a big 3D thing too in another post. It's getting to be that time. 60 days away. Again, this was a week ago. A new Funko Specialty Series Mara Jade pop figure is coming in April. Could be fun. I like that she's holding a blaster and a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think that's cool.
She did it first, and then it seems like Cal Kestis kind of copied her now.
Mm-hmm. Hot Toys Collectibles has officially revealed 3 new Mandalorian and Grogu figures. One 6th scale, a life-size Grogu, and a life-size Anzellan Droid Smith. Love it. Life-size Grogu looks really good. And that's pretty much it for the news. Nope, I just missed it, didn't I? I just misclicked. That was hilarious. That's not it for the news. I just missed the button. John Boyega is now confirmed to appear at this year's Rebel Scum Con, along with Manny Jacinto, Giancarlo Esposito, Denise Goff, Juna Suetamo, and others. Lots of good Star Wars names there. Journey to Janix in 11 days. Devon Izara's lightsaber from Maul Shadow Lord is getting the Disney Legacy lightsaber treatment. That's cool one. It has like a little leather thing around the outside. Kind of like a grip. Cool. That's very neat. The Inquisition begins in 9 days, 8 days. Yep. Lots of Maul Shadow Lord posters. Yeah, they're doing this countdown on here. It's pretty fun. There are some new behind the scenes footage from Mandalorian and Grogu has been revealed in a new featurette. These places look awesome. These sets and the droids that move around. It stresses me out that he's in water in his suit without a helmet. For some reason, that just stresses me out looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be stressed in the thank goodness for this identifier. I didn't recognize the actor. There's a brief bit of new footage revealed in the Mando Grogu featurette released 2 days ago. Kind of shows Din and Grogu arriving on Nal Hutta, and Grogu is like off his shoulder. And there's all these battle droids around. Battle droids, commando droids, super battle droids. Very interesting. Did I miss it again, or was that actually the last one? Nope, I missed it again. I think
it happens.
Yep, it happens. On the videos, the button moves. That's why. Grogu blasts off with the Anzellan gang. Din and Grogu riding a stap on Nal Hutta. Lots of Nal Hutta shots. Super cut of all the new footage. Countdown. Oh, the Hunt for Ben Solo petition has now surpassed 8,000 signatures. I thought it was at more than that. I thought there was there another one? Was there a different Hunt for Ben Solo petition? I don't know.
Huh.
I thought it would be more than that. I do want that.
Yes.
All right. So that actually now is all the news. So we made it.
Yeah. Before we actually get to the meat and potatoes, I also wanted to go over we had here today in Earth history. Just today, we had the Artemis 2 launch that took place at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we have our 4 astronauts. We have Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, mission specialist Christina Cook, and from our neighbor to the north, mission specialist Jeremy Hansen. So good luck to them up there. They're going to make their trip around the moon and back. They said to be about 10 days.
Okay. Yeah. Real life space things going on here. Very, very cool. I remember sometimes on space shuttles they take little trinkets, and I wonder if there's any like little Star Wars trinkets up there.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, me too. All right, let's get into the meat of the episode. Obviously, Maul Shadow Lord comes out in 4 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days. So we gotta get our predictions in. So yeah, Marty, start with whatever you want. Like, who do you think will show up that we don't already know? What kind of things do you think will happen? And
Okay.
go.
Let's start with characters, and I think the biggest one I think we'll see, because it deals with a lot of underworld things, and who knows quite a bit about the underworld, and all things illegal, and Hondo Onaka. I
Yes.
feel like Hondo's got to be in it some way. Sure, I think he's had some history with Maul before, but Hondo, he just kind of blows it off. He's like, money is money. I got to do what I got to do to make money here. So,
My friends.
my friend,
We're all
you come
friends.
to me.
Yes.
I will say I do think, who else? I think I was thinking about this as well. As like, I have a feeling Merrick will be killed, because we got to get him in his green ghosty spirity by
Yeah, I was about to
Ahsoka.
say, like, is this still Merrick? Marok? Is this him still all like spirity and dusty, or is this his real self before he gets killed and becomes a spirity and dusty
I think this might be his real self,
situation?
because it takes place, maybe I think they said a year after the formation of the Empire, so he's still got to be
A
a
young,
sentient
healthy,
being with
yeah,
blood and all that.
fair.
And then another thing I was thinking about is I think Rook Cast will be killed off at some point in the show.
Really?
Yes, just because, one, that way people could maybe stop saying she is the armorer. And two, I just have that feeling like if you're around Maul long enough, you're not gonna survive, one way or the other.
Yeah, fair. He doesn't inspire survival in a lot of people.
No, he does not. So I feel like it's going to lead up to this grand thing here, and then she might be willing to sacrifice herself for him, or it could go in the
Wow.
complete different direction, and she's going to do stuff on her own. Maul's going to find out and then execute her.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah.
And one last thing, then I'll let you take the floor. I don't really have good feelings for Two Boots, and I say this because I feel like we don't get a whole lot of him on screen. In the trailers, we get everybody else but Two Boots, so it means he's probably not going to last very long himself, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's fair. There. Also, he's like, it's like he's like cute almost. And why would a cute character? No, I guess not. I guess the name is just cute.
The name's just cute. He's a Sentinel droid, a police droid who just happens to have some, some cool boots, and that's why he got the nickname Two Boots.
Two Boots, a droid in boots. What is this galaxy coming to? Yeah, characters that I think I am not as up to date with all of those characters. I went more into the realm of I think there will be some characters that we know really well from other shows that might show up. Like we might just see a glimpse of someone from the Bad Batch. Like what's her name? Sid is still running a tavern that does gross business. Or takes jobs or illegal-ish things like around that time. So maybe they'll pop in there for a second. Someone will, or who else is around? Like there are still Mandalorians at play. Like someone might pop in there. There are. Oh, I thought about this all today, and now I'm just so tired that I can't remember what I freaking thought of. Um, like the Jedi Order just fell, right? So like, it's possible that someone like Cal Kestis or someone who is like undercover or in that storyline like might show up. I do like what you said about Endo or other bounty hunters. I also think this is a prime uh did I say Endo? I meant Embo. Um Endo. This is also like a prime opportunity for the twins to show up
Oh, yeah.
because they're because obviously they're going to be in the Mandalorian and Grogu, and we knew that, but they might just it might be a they like to do that thing where they Star Wars and Disney likes to do that thing where they have characters show up in two shows like simultaneously or they have things happen simultaneously. So they might have characters like the twins show up in this show, and then also you'll see them again in Mandalorian and Grogu, and there's maybe some lines or some ideas that like connect to each other that way. Um, so I think those would be the characters that I would be interested to see. Maybe predictions. I don't have any predictions about who's going to live or die, but the one you said about Rook Cast, yeah, to kill the rumors of
Yeah.
her being the armorer. Um, it's like just because there's a female Mandalorian at the time
Right.
doesn't mean that it's the armorer. Also,
And the
she has like
horns
no
on the
history of Concordia, right? Like she wasn't there.
yeah.
Um,
And why would you go from being someone who takes off their helmet a lot to being helmets must stay on at all times, blah blah
she's a
blah.
born again Mandalorian.
And then she
Um,
preaches it like crazy.
yeah, no, I feel like she the armorer. I feel like she's even said some because I'm doing a rewatch of the Mandalorian right now. I feel like she's said some lines about how like she was living on Concordia. So
Yeah,
if unless she's just straight up lying, which doesn't seem like the armorer's character, uh, it can't really be real cast.
yeah. It got me thinking about more people showing up after you said the twins. I was thinking maybe Fennec Shand might appear again.
That
Just be-
does make sense. She's out doing stuff in the Bad Batch at exactly this time. Like pretty much that whole like subset of characters, like those
yeah.
bounty hunters that are around. Cad Bane. I mean,
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Seems like they gave them all brand new models between Bad Batch and the Tales of the Underworld series. They got to reuse them again.
yeah. They they it's right there. Um, okay, how about we got a comment. A lot of Death Watch was hiding on Concordia. Yeah, exactly. And we just don't think Rook Cast was one of the ones there. Um, if you're just joining, there were theories going around that Rook Cast was the armorer, and we just don't think we think that's stretching a wee bit. Um, all right, what about predictions not related to characters, like plot predictions? You have any ideas of things that might happen?
I feel like we definitely will get to where we see Maul in Solo, where he. I feel like maybe the Shadow Collective might. Ooh, Saw Gerrera is a good one,
That is a good
but
one. He shows up a lot.
yeah, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm not sure if the whole Shadow Collective was still around during Solo, but I could definitely see Crimson Dawn becoming more of that factor to where we're going to get it to Solo. It won't. I mean, we're not going to see Kira because she's still a little kid
A
on
little
Corellia.
baby.
Yeah, a little baby on Corellia. So it'll be a while before we see her. Um, Events. I feel. I just feel like we're probably not going to get a whole other season. So what they're going to do, they're probably going to really put a bow on it on the finale here.
Okay.
I feel
You
like
don't
this is
think
a
there's
one
going to
and
be
done.
a season 2?
No, I think this is a one and done show. Unfortunately,
Okay.
it should extend it, but I feel like there's only so much you can do with Maul and or the underworld. That's, I guess, that connection right there. You could do a whole lot of stuff with the underworld, but Maul, I feel like you're going to start really trying to get some detail to go from Shadow Lord to whatever comes in between Solo to Solo. And so you got a whole gap of time. And I don't think they're going to time jump like Andor if they did a second
Yeah.
season. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I wondered how much time they really have in between those. Because I guess you have a lot of time because like from the end of the Clone Wars to when Maul or to whenever Solo takes place, and then whenever Maul, whenever Rebels is happening. So
Yeah.
you got a lot of time there. It just depends how much time exactly they want to cover in this arc of him being a super gangster.
I know we'll be going off world more than expected. For we're not going to stay on Gen X totally. I believe we might come back to Gen X a few times just because Brendan Larson and Two Boots are on that planet.
Okay.
So it's like I feel like Maul's going to have a base there. They're going to go to Obadiah for the Pikes, and then probably Nal Hutto. So we might see that again for the Hutts. He's got to keep everyone in check, make sure everyone's
Yeah,
to
that's
be
what
with
I'm
him again.
saying. They're gonna set up something for what's it called? For Mando and Grogu movie. They're gonna like set up something that gets a callback in the live action. Like they're gonna plant somebody there, and then like Mando and Grogu are gonna like find them or something years and years later. That's my prediction. That's my main prediction. They're gonna at some point in this show, they're gonna go to Nal Hutta, and they're gonna do something, meet somebody, say something, plant something, and then Mando and Grogu, when they're on Nal Hutta, are gonna run into that person or that thing or that idea. Like there's gonna be a callback there. That's my prediction. That's my big prediction for the show.
You think they might use the same actor too, or do you think just to keep it separate, just in case like they use somebody big for the film, they have somebody else do the
No,
voice?
it might even be just like a little small thing. It might be like some random person like plants a seed or something, and then they walk by, and Grogu like makes a big deal about the fact that it's like a tree now with those monkey lizards in it or something. It might be something silly like that, but I think there's going to be a callback. Or like I said, the twins, like we might just run into them. Maybe they're baby twins.
I might, if it happens, I might start doing it. But do you think we should start a tally of how many times Maul might say the name Kenobi?
I think it's going to be pretty low.
You think so?
We could do an over under.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's going to talk about the Jedi at all. I think he's moving on. He's building his own other thing.
True.
For fan service, they might put it in there though.
Maybe just make like maybe once or twice and say like I wanted to fight Kenobi but didn't.
Yeah.
Wanted to fight Skywalker, definitely couldn't there.
You couldn't handle Skywalker.
He got his butt kicked by Ahsoka, so
there's also the possibility of seeing Rada the Hutt, because he would be a little bigger. At this point. He wouldn't be
I feel like we need to see him again at least one more time.
Like 7 years after, right? He'd be a little bigger, so maybe he's like a teenager, like training or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's all kinds of options.
Yeah, there's. We might actually see for the first time, and I'm gonna put this out there, we might see for the first time in canon his actual face, but Prince Shizor.
Oh, yeah. That could, yeah.
Because for the Black Sun Syndicate, they definitely got to show him at least once. Definitely a fan service there.
I don't know. Is this before him? How
They
long has
mentioned
he?
him one point, I believe, before the Empire. So I think he's around.
All
If
right.
anything, he might be a young.
Yeah, young Shizor, like before he's in charge of anything. A small pivot here. What are the most important rewatches that you should do? Let's say people have the weekend, they need to watch some stuff to get caught up and refresh themselves on Maul's status on or what he was in the Clone Wars or whatever. What do you think some important rewatches are for people to prepare for this show?
First and foremost, the Phantom Menace. Just
Okay,
because that
always
is
solid there.
It's Maul's introduction into the Star Wars
Yep.
universe. You got to start from the beginning.
True.
And then I'm not gonna go hardcore, but and then we get to the Clone Wars. So you got to watch the brothers arc where Savage goes and rescues
Finds
Maul.
him, yeah.
Goes and finds Maul, who is delirious. But I mean, you would
that's
be
a
too.
word for it. Yep. He's terrifying. That is the most terrifying Maul I've ever seen.
And then his first start into taking over trying to take over the underworld by working with Death Watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then his battle with Sidious, and then finally the Siege of Mandalore arc. And so the episodes, if everyone wants to just do episodes like that, the title episodes are as followed: Brothers, Revenge, Revival, Eminence, Shades of Reason, The Lawless, Old Friends Not Forgotten, The Phantom Apprentice, Shattered, and last but not least, Victory and Death.
Those are two things. I would agree with that. For those with extra time, I do enjoy seeing how he interacts with Ezra and everyone in Rebels, but that would be way after this show. So if you don't want to, see how this ends before you see how the story unfolds in Shadow Lord, then I get that. Any last thoughts about the show, like besides our utmost excitement?
I will say I think we might go to Malachor. I feel like we got to go to Malachor one more time. Just
you're gonna kill me. What's Malachor again?
Malachor is that planet we saw it in Rebels. That planet where all the husks of the Sith and Jedi fought. It was like the old Sith temple in Rebels.
Oh, that where Vader and Ahsoka fought.
Yeah.
Inside the thing. Okay, Malachor. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna go there?
It's probably it's kind of what helps him fuel his rage. Maybe not towards so much the Jedi anymore, but for what Palpatine has done to him.
Right.
He's been used, so I feel like going to that planet, it'll bring up some memories of what Palpatine's done to him. So we might get a little bit of flashback too.
Yeah.
Of like how I became who I am thanks to the Emperor here, but
yeah, I like it. Malachor. That would be fun. Yeah, I think I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited it's on Monday instead of Tuesday. So we will most of our episodes throughout the run of this show, they'll be a little shorter and they'll really just be focused on what's going on. Like the entire point of our show is to talk about media and new Star Wars stuff when it's coming out. I guess not the entire point, but that's one of our main focuses. So our episodes throughout the span of those episodes of Maul being released will mostly be focused on that. So we'll always do spoiler warnings and stuff, but
Yeah. I might start up the trivia again just for Maul Shadow Lord, so be on the lookout for that. I haven't thought about it yet, but I'm leaning more towards the yes than no.
yeah, I think there will probably be enough Easter eggs in each episode that you could at least one or two in each episode that you could just be like, hey, what's this thing? Where have we seen this before?
And since it comes out on Monday, most likely I'll be watching it Tuesday, and then since we have our show Wednesday, I'll go back and rewatch everything over again. Take
Yeah,
extra notes, make the questions there.
just two episodes at once, right?
Yep.
And they're not going to
Each
be super
for the
long.
next 5 weeks, it'll be 2 episodes apiece.
Okay.
And I think
Hey, we got.
should,
oh, sorry, go on.
and they should roughly be like no more than 30. I want to say 35 minutes apiece, like
Okay.
max.
You mean not? We don't have 3 hours of stuff to watch, like with Andor coming out.
No, thank God, especially a day before a show.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, look ahead to that. And in general, we hope you enjoy what we're doing here. It's a positive Star Wars podcast. We like to, like I said, we like to try and find the exciting stuff and the happy stuff in a internet that can otherwise be very dark and toxic, especially when it comes to Star Wars. If you did enjoy what you heard, follow us. We are at SW Culture Live pretty much everywhere. Also follow Marty at Core World Network. I know he's on Facebook and Instagram. Are you somewhere else too? TikTok?
Threads, and I just have some YouTube videos too for
stuff.
Core World.
Cool. At Core World Network. And I am at Nerdiest Stepdad almost everywhere. Various levels of commitment to those platforms. And again, we are at Star Wars at SW Culture Live. Join us next week in the next few weeks to talk about Maul Shadow Lord. So until then, have a great evening, have a great weekend. Enjoy the new show coming out, and may the Force be with you.